Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 19 of What If Naruto's a Godly Mage. Remember to get this one to 200 likes as usual. Share this to all of your friends to your social media platform. And also go ahead and check out the brand new episode of What If Naruto Was Trained by the greats at a young age, and enjoy that guys. And over on Anime King 2 I post a new episode of What If Naruto Unlocked a strange power. So go over there and check out that and enjoy guys. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time hearing my voice and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying talking back to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, what do you say we begin this new episode? Start the intro. So, the last time we left off, Naruto was out for a couple of days, but when he woke up, as he met his sister, and he got the story, yes, he got the full story of his life. Well, not his life exactly, but where he was from, and what exactly he was. He was known as something called a Celestial. Well, he was not one thing exactly. He had a bit of demon inside of him, and he also was a descendant from the powerfulest mage line in history. So he was a bit of a tribrid. Three things mixed together to create something rather devastating, something that can shake the very fabric of the world. Even beyond that, envoys burst into the room as they tried to restrict Naruto movements. As his sister, Rukia wastes no time. Her book Urza suddenly turned into a bow and arrow as she fired them off to kill the envoys. Naruto then stepped forward to stop them, but time suddenly slowed down. Yes, time stopped completely. He was confused, but he was able to get rid of the arrows out of the way. Before time restarted, he smashed right into the wall. As that really hurt. Jiraiya wondered what the hell just happened as he looked towards the envoys. They were given the order saying that Naruto Uzumaki was a traitor to his village. But Jiraiya went to go and sort out the entire situation as he left Naruto behind. As he went to the council, Hinata came there as she was happy to see that he was awake and okay as she hugged him. She still had a lot of things that she wanted to ask, but she was just happy to see that Naruto's okay. As she wondered who was this girl, Naruto told Rukia to give Hinata a short explanation. Well, a summary of everything. Hinata was shocked to what she heard. She always knew that Naruto was great, something special, but to this extent, she couldn't believe it. Well, the living proof was right there, that girl that was telling them. Jiraiya then came back as they had to go and search for a new Hokage. As that made Naruto a bit sad, even though he didn't show his feelings outwards. The old man had died and he missed the funeral because he was unconscious. As he remembered that he couldn't retrieve the old man's soul from the afterlife. But he didn't really care back then because of his emotions not being there at all. But the old man did turn to protect Konoha. As Hayashi came in there, Hayashi asked if he could speak Naruto alone. As the both of them spoke, which the man thanked Naruto. Yes, he thanked Naruto for what he did. Well, whatever, bring him back Hinata. As Naruto told him that when the new Hokage get here, he will have an explanation. Well, it's up to the new Hokage. But that didn't matter at the moment, he just thanked Naruto for what he did. As he thought that he lost Hinata forever. Losing their mother was hard on him. Even though he was a bit hard, well, mostly hard most of the time, he still didn't want to lose any of his children. So he thanked Naruto. As Naruto asked if Rukia could stay at the Hyuga compound. At the moment, every ninja had to be out of the village, including Anko, which he had to go see. As he made his way, as they stopped by, as Anko hugged him as she was happy that he was okay, as Rukia ended up showing her. It was an ability that she had to show people other memories. A recollection of what she told Naruto and Jiraiya as she showed to Anko. Anko was surprised, but Naruto had to leave. Anko had to go on mission, so Hinata could watch over Rukia and let her stay there with her. Some time passed as Naruto was on the road with Jiraiya As he was able to enter his mindscape, there was a blockade. There was like a giant dome 3 size of Konoha inside his mindscape. To Naruto's shock, this was the power that was inside of him. Yes, something that Rukia sealed off. Well, not completely sealed off. He can absorb this power into his body and fully merge it, but right now it's uncontrollable because of him not having any emotion at all. If he was able to use his power, he would not really care about anything. And at the moment, he won't have his feelings, so he's not tapping into this power. But some of it is leaking out, giving him new abilities that he never thought that was possible, like able to see time at this rate. As he was able to lift this barrier that came with a new power so he could talk to the Kyuubi and Yamato, as Yamato could finally come back, as Naruto told them everything and even showed them the same ability that Rukia used. So with that, Naruto and Jiraiya then head off, as he stayed at one of the hotels that Jiraiya went to gather more information, as he was then attacked by 2 S-rank ninjas, Itachi and Kisame, as Naruto was forced outside, as he landed on the road, when Sasuke then showed up. We then had a skip to the Silver Kingdom, as the Zack was there, as he was aware that Naruto was alive. He didn't know what he looked like or what his name is, but he knew that this person was the key to get all the power that he needed, the power that belongs to him. So yeah guys, so it's basically as we left off. You guys can switch across to the place and check out for yourself. So let's begin this new episode. This is really not a good time for you to go crazy and act like a dumbass in Naruto as he looked towards Sasuke. Get out of my way, Sasuke said. This is the perfect time. As Sasuke flashed you hand signs. Itachi, he said, I have fostered my hatred for you, and now it's time that you pay. As lightning started cackling in his hand, Sasuke dashed forward as Naruto reached out towards him to stop him. But in an instant, Kisame appeared right in front of Naruto. What do you say we let them handle that? After all, we are here for you, and those little tricks that you can do won't work again. So it's time that I put you to a nice sleep, he said as he brought down Samihata. The blade hit with that thud. The ground under Naruto's feet buckled. Kisame was surprised. He thought that Naruto moved out of the way and would have kicked the kid to his side, or Samihata would have pierced him a bit. After all, he was a Jinchuriki. He wouldn't die that easily, but the kid took the brunt full on. And the ground was a complete wreck and the kid didn't falter, not even one bit. Kisame struggled to press down his blade as Naruto was holding the blade with one hand. Samihata, scales extended and teared through the bandages as he tried to pierce Naruto's skin, but nothing worked. As Naruto tilted his head just a bit, Kisame then saw his eyes. They were different. They had a black line in each of them and strange marking around his eyes. As Naruto smirked as he was currently in Sage mode. Seems like your sword isn't sharp enough to pierce my skin, said Naruto, as his body felt fresh and full with mana. Whenever he activated Sage mode, he felt like his body was being pumped with a lot more mana than usual. After all, Sage mode was constantly pulling mana into his body, this natural chakra, whatever Jiraiya call it, natural energy. But mana was all around as well, the life force was there. As Naruto smiled, but Kisame smirked. Whatever this is, it will be gone in a few seconds. But suddenly, he had to jump away as Samihata reject whatever he was absorbing because the power started to spasm out. After making a good distance between them, Kisame saw the Samihata return back to normal. Oh, it seems like your sword can't handle Senjutsu chakra, said Naruto. After all, it doesn't have a chakra system of its own, so why would it? Senjutsu, said Kisame. As he looked at Naruto, he knew about Senjutsu chakra, but that was impossible. How was someone his age? How would some brat like you be able to handle something like that? He said to Naruto. No idea. Now, you're a fully grown criminal, right? An S-rank ninja. You know, I never had the chance to go fully out on someone yet. I wonder how strong I've gotten. After all, Neji wasn't so dangerous in the exam. Without any other word, Naruto shoot off the ground, breaking it as he moved. While that was going on, Sasuke's back was buried in a wall, as Itachi had thrown him in it after breaking his wrist. Sasuke saw his brother watching Naruto, and not even paying him attention. Sasuke's eyes drifted over to the fight. How was Naruto able to keep up with a criminal in this caliber, while he was here lying like a dumb idiot, as he was not able to do anything? Jiraiya was also there as well. The reason for him to not intervene yet, because the kid was showing off skills to rival an S-rank criminal. Yes, that was beyond surprising. He knew that Naruto was strong when he went out of control. But to see him control and contain power like this, not to mention Sage Mode, this was on a whole nother level for him to have full control. Imagine what will happen when he gained full control of that celestial power that he possessed. Kisame was thrown back violently after blocking a strike with Samihata. Samihata's scales couldn't even pierce Naruto's skin anymore. Naruto's body was flush and filled with mana, and not to mention nature energy that reinforced his skin. Kisame spun towards Naruto as he brought down Samihata. Naruto tilted as his ground exploded, where Kisame snapped. Naruto's spin his leg and smashed his foot right into the guard of Samihata, knocking the blade away. Kisame rushed forward that fist as it aimed towards Naruto's head. Naruto banged his body just in time before bringing up an upper jab. But Kisame was no S-rank criminal for nothing, as he twisted his body and brought down his heel. But Naruto jumped away as the heel touched ground and cracked it under weight. As Naruto slammed both hands on the ground, chains exploded from the ground. Samihata flew towards Kisame as he smashed Samihata right into the chains, snapping them. But suddenly, a giant earth arm emerged right behind Kisame and shot towards him. Kisame spun as he drives Samihata forward. That ripped through the solid earth hand as he flipped. You're gonna need much more than that to defeat me, brat. Doesn't matter how strong you are now, you're still a brat. Naruto raised his hand up in the air as 3 magical circles appear above Kisame. Before he snapped his fingers, several giant fireballs emerged from all of them, making Kisame jump and leap. As his clothing got singed, as he was dodging, he was unprepared and Naruto jumped right into his guard. Naruto brought down his leg, but Kisame brought up his hand just in time as Naruto's feet made contact with it. Boom! A snapping sound could be heard as Kisame holding a wingsful cry. He was thrown back violently as he smashed into a wall. Naruto wasted no time as he jumped up in the air and raised his hand. He didn't know why, but he felt something was there, a pull that he needed to aim for. Meanwhile, in the Silver City, people were going amongst their day, normally. Even though they had a demonic dictator, he was still in charge, and he was the one that ruled. And he always showed that, so there was always a bit of fear in the world. People were scared. Enough of them have long since given up hope that anyone would come and help them, any celestial, anyone. But they couldn't do anything. The Zack was the strongest here. Meanwhile, in a park, the park was isolated to most of the civilians. But the mages, most of them could go there. After all, none of them could touch it. It was a blade. A blade was stuck into the ground. It had a golden hilt with a silver blade with 2 gems on the hilt. That blade has been stuck there for a long time. It's a celestial blade after all. It was Gabriel's. Gabriel used it when he was fighting against the demons. That blade was able to slice right through demons, completely end their life with one swipe. The blade was completely destructive and powerful of its own. It was passed down to Gabriel. He wanted to give it to an offspring of his one day, but he died before he could ever do so. But that blade has been stuck there ever since his battle. That final battle that he had when he stabbed his blade into the ground, where he faced off against the demons. The ground around it started to shake. No one could literally pull that thing from the ground. They even tried to destroy the air around it, but it wouldn't budge. The air seemed to be as reinforced as the blade, as even the Zack tried to remove it, but he could not at all. So that blade has been there for a long time now. The air started to shake. Many people felt the ground. Even the castle was shaking. The Zack slowly opened his eyes. What the hell is going on? He said. Sir, it's the celestial blade. What is going on? Did someone remove it? He asked. No sir, it's shaking. As the Zack stepped forward, he moved towards his bright window, looking down towards where the blade was. After all, the castle was near to it. As his eyes then narrowed in towards the blade, the entire ground was shaking and cracking. He opened the window as he flew outside. As he landed, he tried to touch the blade, but a surge sent a pulse right into him that threw him back violently. He crashed on the ground, making many people wonder what was going on, as most of them went to see. The blade was shaking and tearing. The entire ground exploded, the foundation ripping apart as the blade flew in the air. Many people stood there, a shocked expression on their face. The Zack got up with a groan as he saw the look on the people's face. Many of them thought that there was someone out there that was going to finally put an end to this tyrant. Even though none of them would say it out loud, many of them had hope that it would. As the blade ripped right through a vortex and just vanished. The Zack pointed his finger as a red beam fired off of it. But the vortex closed before the beam could go inside as it just flew away. He clenched his fist in pure anger. Damn it, he said. Meanwhile, back at the elemental nations, Kisame looked up as Naruto was coming down towards him. As Kisame gripped onto Samihata, when out of nowhere, boom! Jiraiya turned his head and so did Itachi. Even Sasuke looked up as a vortex suddenly ripped open in space and time. A blade suddenly flew out of it. The blade went straight towards Naruto as he caught the golden hilt. The moment he did that, he felt a surge of power that's forcing into his body. He didn't know what it was, but it was truly magnificent. It only made him smile as he brought down the blade. Kisame felt fear. Yes, it's been a very long time since he felt fear. He didn't know why though, but it's fear. All ninjas have it. Something to tell you that you need to get the hell out of here. So he did, as he leaped out of the way, as Naruto brought the blade down. A splitting force ripped from the edge of the blade that teared into the ground. They were lucky that they had brought the fight out to the outskirts of the small village that they were in. The thing sliced deep into the earth, creating numerous shockwaves that teared through the area just by a slice of the blade. An extension of his arm, a power that belongs to him. As Naruto landed on the ground, as he picked up the blade, "What the hell?" he said. He didn't know why, but it felt like this blade was connected to him. Like it belonged to him. But he needed to keep his head in the fight right now as he turned. But they were gone. He could no longer feel their presence right here. They were retreating as he turned his head to see Sasuke. He was unconscious. Seems like Itachi knocked him out. "What the hell was that?" said Jiraiya as he jumped down. "I knew I sensed you," said Naruto. "Why the hell were you just watching me?" "Well, I wanted to see what you could do against an actual S-rank ninja. Don't worry, everything was fine. At any moment I would have jumped in and gotten you guys out of that situation rather quickly. After all, I am the legendary Toad Sanin, Jiraiya of the Sanin after all. You know that, right?" "You mean a big pervert," said Naruto. "Hey, manners," he said. "And who was the one that was just about to let me to fight an S-rank ninja on my own? Well, you were able to handle yourself well than I thought. It seems like with these kind of power, these revelations, these things you can do are, well, beyond ninja guidance." "What do you mean?" said Naruto. "Well, it would be impossible for a kid your age to do something like that as taking on a S-rank ninja without any special perks or something. But you have sage mode at your age, something that no one has ever done in history. And now this blade, what exactly is this? And how the hell did you do that?" said Jiraiya. As he looked at the spot the earth was carved in. "I have no idea," said Naruto. "I don't even know where this thing came from. But it almost feels like it belongs to me." "Kid, you have to stop doing these kind of, well, earth-shattering things. Especially that we're on the road right now." "What do you mean?" "Well, rumors have already been spreading about that kid in Konoha that has been affecting the earth on a global scale. If we don't keep this on down low and try to play this off as some rumors just to make Konoha look like it's powerful, people are going to want you dead. If they know that you're affecting the earth, somehow causing something bad to happen, nations, even great nations rally against you to try and get rid of you." "Yeah, I know what you mean," said Naruto. "And who were those guys?" said Naruto. "Are they trying to do the same thing?" "No, they are hunting you for a total different reason." Naruto sighed. "So it's more than one." "Yeah. They're called the Akatsuki." Meanwhile, as Kisame was currently sitting down in a boulder, they had made their way a distance from where Naruto and Jiraiya was. As Kisame was rather silent, Itachi didn't say anything either. It went like this for a few seconds until Kisame finally spoke. "Itachi, what the hell happened back there? Why did your genjutsu fail in the first place? It seems like we underestimated. Naruto, a lot. You're telling me, said Kisame in a rather sarcastic tone. I don't know what that kid was made out of, but not even Samihata's skills were able to pierce him. It felt like his body was literally stone when I hit him with Samihata. I don't know what the hell is going on, but we'll have to tell the leader about this. He's gonna think that we're over-exaggerating. Maybe the others will think that as well. Well, you and I both witnessed what happened today, and we can tell that it's a reality. Yeah, I know that. But Itachi, we are S-rank ninjas after all. To having one kid to outclass, well, me, even though you didn't fight him. But it's not like you were going all out, Itachi said. I know. But did you even see what that blade did? It ripped through the earth with just a single slash. And the weird thing is I'm not feeling any shock coming from the kid. Whatever he's made out of, Samihata cannot absorb it. This is bad. This is really bad for him to be our opponents. But still, I never want to shy away from a battle. Once I know what made that kid tweaks, he's mine. Itachi said nothing after that, just thinking about the recent events that he had saw. Back with Naruto and Jiraiya, as Guy had came, Sasuke found out about what happened because of Kakashi being in the hospital after facing off against Itachi and Kisame when they came to the village, as they had faced off against Kurenai and Asuma as well. It was Guy's job to get him back, so not long after Guy had came, as he brought back the unconscious Sasuke. It was currently night time. Come on kids, said Jiraiya. Let's get something to eat. We'll begin the search tomorrow. Yeah, that sounds good, Purple Sage. Stop calling me that, said Jiraiya. As they made their way, they stepped into a small restaurant. Jiraiya let off a chuckle. It seems like all we had to do was get hungry. What do you mean, said Naruto. Look over there. Huh? What's over there, said Naruto. That's her. Wait. Who? The one, the blonde here. Impossible, said Naruto. Jiraiya walked over, not giving Naruto a chance to say anything. Tsunade, said Jiraiya. Tsunade slowly lifted up her head, as she was already holding on to a glass of sake, but her head was down on the table. I know that voice, she said. It seems like two of my past people has already come to visit me today. Jiraiya heard what he said, but he didn't say anything on it yet. Jiraiya, what are you doing here, said Tsunade. Oh, can't a friend visit an old friend? Hello there, said Naruto, as he looked towards Shizune, seeing that Jiraiya was talking to Tsunade. Oh, hello there, said Shizune. My name is Naruto Uzumaki, who are you, he said. Oh, hi, my name is Shizune, she said. And who's this, said Naruto, as he moved a little closer to look at Tauntaun. Oh, this is Tauntaun, my pet pig, she said. As Shizune placed Tauntaun on the table. Nice to meet you, said Naruto. As Tauntaun moved forward, Tauntaun looked at Naruto for a few seconds. Before, the pig seemed to be warming up to him. Seems like Tauntaun like you. Yeah, animal usually does, said Naruto. Who is this brat, Tsunade asked. Didn't you just hear my name, Naruto asked. Given that you were, well, you still are a Konoha shinobi. Aren't you supposed to know who I am? Tsunade knew who he was, but she wasn't aware if Jiraiya told him anything. Don't worry, he already knows, said Jiraiya. He already knows? As Naruto faced Tsunade fully, the both of their eyes met and Naruto saw something. What the hell? This time, the entire place just froze all around him, but he did not see everyone. He just saw a vision flash in front of his eyes. He saw himself. He saw Perfect Sage there. What the hell is going on? Suddenly, Yamato appeared by his side. Hey brat, what the hell is this? Where am I, Yamato asked. I have no idea, said Naruto. Where is the Kyuubi, Naruto asked. She said that she was going to get some sleep. And then, I was sitting by the lake, and I just appeared here. Wait, what is this feeling, said Yamato. What do you mean, said Naruto. Well, deja vu like Wait, is that me? As Yamato pointed over at himself that was locked on the table. Yeah, it looks like. What the hell, Naruto said. As he couldn't see the other people over to the side, but he could see the woman that was looking over him. He seemed perfectly fine, as he could see that it was the same woman that was outside now that he was just talking to, with Jiraiya there. Tsunade. As she was running a glowing green hand over him, suddenly his hands became red. As he overtook whatever she was doing and his hands became green. See? This is what I told you about. She's a woman with a big chest. Wait, that was real, said Naruto. Of course it was. You think I was lying? Well, given that you love to make some nonsense. Yeah, said Naruto. Well, now that you have proof, now do you believe me? Well, yeah, but what is this? And when is this? Well, from what we're seeing, look like it's when you're a baby. But how the hell am I remembering this? Well, given the things that you found out about yourself, is that really hard to think that you can see the past? I mean, you're, what? A tribrid? Three of the most powerful thing in that silver city that you came from. And not to mention your father was a literal celestial, a god. So can you really doubt that you can see in the past? Well, I guess you're right, said Naruto. But this is, well, useful. Suddenly everything returned back to normal. As Yamato found himself back in the mindscape, Naruto turned towards Tsunade. Hey, why are you staring at me, brat? She asked. Oh, sorry, said Naruto. I remember you. Huh? We never met before, she said. No, yes we have, when I was a baby. You were checking me to make sure that everything was okay. Tsunade blinked. Huh. You must be crazy or something, because even if we have, how would you remember something like that? I don't know, said Naruto, but I do. As Tsunade looked at Jiraiya, he gave her a look like, to say like, he does, but Tsunade didn't understand. She shook that off. Jiraiya, why are you here? I want to get back to my drinking, she said. Tsunade, did you hear what happened? Yeah, I heard. And guess who told me, she said. Huh? Who, Jiraiya asked. The man that did himself. What? You saw Orochimaru? Yes, he told me that he killed Sensei himself. Wait, what? Said Naruto. Didn't I kill that guy? Tsunade blinked as she looked towards Naruto. Jiraiya, what is this brat talking about? Brat, do you even know who I'm talking about? She asked. Yeah, that snake freak. As she looked back over towards Jiraiya, there's a lot to explain. But, for what I'm about to tell you, I'm just gonna get to it. The council wants you back because they have deemed you to become the next Hokage. Tsunade looked at him before she burst out laughing, even spilling some of her sake. Huh, you must be crazy. Why the hell would I return to that village and become a Hokage? You people still don't have any idea. Can't you guys see? Being Hokage is nothing but a waste. After all, what's the point? Being Hokage is just a waste, where you will end up dead, sacrificing yourself for a bunch of people, for a village. Huh, ain't me. And after all that village taken from me, I will never return back to that place. Anyone who wants to become Hokage is nothing but a fool. After all, you already see that Sensei wastes his entire life being a damn Hokage. And where is he now? Oh yeah, he's dead, she said. Watch your mouth, said Naruto. Huh? What was that? I said watch your damn mouth, said Naruto. Jiraiya sighed. Judging by the way that Naruto was raised, yeah, by uncle. And Jiraiya knew that that woman, well, she was the bad person, but she just didn't have any filter. And Naruto seemed to have picked up a lot of these traits from her. Don't you disrespect the old man. Don't you ever do something like that, said Naruto. You said that he's your sensei, but here you are, running your mouth, saying these bad things about him. That's right, he spent his entire life being Hokage, for the reason of protecting his village and the ones that he loves so much. Yes, that is the main reason. I don't have a goal to become Hokage either. The only thing I want to do is protect the people I care about and love. Because that's the main reason of anything. But Sensei, he loved every single person in that village, and he wanted to protect them all. So when the moment called for him to make the ultimate sacrifice, he did. He didn't waste any time, he didn't stutter. So I suggest you watch your mouth, said Naruto. Do you even know who you're talking to? You better keep your mouth shut before I flatten you like paste. Well, you think you can, you old bat, said Naruto. As he looked at Tsunade. I don't know how you look this young, but if you and Pervy Sage are the same age, that means you're really an old bat hiding your appearance behind something. As Naruto narrowed his eyes, as his eyes then flashed silver for just a second, as he saw something. It was a layer of chakra around her, as he could see it fully. As he then chuckled, "What's so funny, brat?" "Well, it seems you're not that pretty, Naruto." "Huh?" she said to him. "Well, you're hiding your true appearance because you're just an old granny." "That's enough. You want to go, brat? Any day, any time," said Naruto. "Fine then. Right now. Right here," she said. "Fine by me," said Naruto as he got up. As the both of them made their way outside. Jiraiya-sama? Aren't you gonna stop this?" Jiraiya sighed. "I think she's in for a big surprise." "What do you mean by that, Akatsuki?" "Just let's go," he said, as they made their way as well. Outside. "I'll give you one more chance to take back what you said, brat, and this can all be over with." "Never," said Naruto. "And it doesn't matter what you say, because we're gonna be dragging you to Konoha and make sure you become the next Hokage. After all, it is your job now." "Do you really think you can force me to go back there?" "Well, it seems like you're more of an idiot than I thought." "You know what? One finger," she says. She raised her finger. "This is all I will use to defeat you," as she flicked it up and down. As Naruto smirked, he loved when people underestimate him. He stomped his foot on the ground as he started to channel some mana. He whispered a quick word. The ground exploded around her as chains erupted from the ground. They all came towards her. That surprised Tsunade as she jumped up in the air, dodging all of the chains as she flipped and landed. The moment she landed, the ground started to glow underneath her feet. As her foot then started to sink, she didn't know exactly what it was, but it was like syrup or paste. But the ground seemed to be melting upon itself, turning into a sticky substance. She then looked over to see the brat with his hands on the ground. What the hell did he do, she wondered herself. She tried to move as she pulled her feet from it, but it was stuck onto her feet. She channeled chakra into her hand as she sliced upon the sticky substance, removing it. As she looked at her leg, "Don't take your eyes off your opponent," said Naruto. Tsunade looked back up as she brought up her hand, the finger flicking right in the forehead. But a chain then shot from the ground and wrapped around her wrist. As another one shot and wrapped around her other wrist, grabbing her. As Naruto pulled his middle finger back, before firing off a winged bullet that smashed into her forehead, that sent her sailing back. Tsunade was surprised. Tsunade was speechless to what the hell just happened. Was this little boy actually taking on Tsunade and winning? Tsunade came to a stop, looking up with a surprised look on her face. "Seems you underestimated me, old bag," said Naruto. It seems I did," she said. "Well then, now that I know that you have a little spunk in you, I don't have to hold back that much," as she stepped into the ground. The ground then break rocks flying up as she kicked them straight towards Naruto. Naruto raised his hands and a magical seal appeared. Each rock that touched the seal all turned to ice as they dropped down to the ground. He smirked as he picked up one of the small pebbles of ice before throwing it at Tsunade, who dodged it. "You're gonna have to do a lot better than that, Granny." Tsunade was amazed by these kind of abilities that she was seeing. Well, they were interested. She raised her hand and drove it into the ground, shaking the entire area. "You call the earthquake," said Naruto, as he pulled his sword off his back before stabbing it into the ground. He never tried this because this is new. As he channeled mana into its blade, the blade started to hum and vibrate before a shockwave spread through the entire place, making Tsunade's eyes go wide. Just what the hell is this brat truly capable of, she thought to herself. As Naruto raised his fingers, as 5 magical circles appeared in front of each of them, small red beams flew towards Tsunade. She jumped out of the way as she drove, her heel into the ground when she realized they were following her. As she created a stone platform and blocked it, they smashed into it, breaking through it, surprising her. As they stung her body, she stepped back a bit. It was then that a tree root exploded out of the earth and wrapped around her midsection, surprising the hell out of her. How did he? She didn't know how he was capable of this, but still she had pride. She couldn't allow a kid to beat her. Chakra started to radiate off her body. Jiraiya saw that this was getting rather too serious when he saw her just shot forward his blade. Luckily his blade was on his holster on his back. Jiraiya didn't know how Naruto was doing that, but his blade was just on his back. There was no holster, nothing, but the blade was there. When Jiraiya asked him to explain, Naruto told him that he just didn't know how he do it. It just happened. As Naruto made his way towards Tsunade, she broke, more like exploded out of the vines. As Naruto touched her shirt, "Animate," he said. Tsunade drive a fist towards his face, losing all sense of focus right there, forgetting that he's just a kid. As he's strong, he can take it, but a stone hand came out of the ground and blocked it as she destroyed the stone hand. Naruto was lucky that wasn't his face as he moved back. A smirk then came on his face. I guess I won," he said. "Just because you made me go down to the ground once, brat, that doesn't mean that you've won." "Hey there," said Naruto. "Run." Tsunade was confused when suddenly she felt her obi that was tied around her waist suddenly get loose. Jiraiya's eyes wide as obi dropped off of her. The thing had small tiny black legs as it started to pull away, but that wasn't what it caused. It caused for her shirt to open wide up. "Wow, those are big," said Naruto. Tsunade's face became red with pure anger. She moved so fast, and Naruto being distracted by those giant things just bouncing up and down. Even Yamato was watching through Naruto's eyes. So either of them were unable to move when Tsunade drive her fist right into his face. He was sent sail as he smashed right into a solid wall, breaking it down. As the wall pieces came crumbling down on him, she quickly spun around as she held her loose shirt, holding on to it. "Shizune," she said. Shizune rushed over as she had a brand new obi she gave to Tsunade, which she tied right around her midsection, locking back her shirt together. She then turned back to see Jiraiya just sitting there, blood coming out of his nose. He was unconscious. The sight must have killed him. I think you killed both of them with that one last attack." "It was the attack, Shizune," said Tsunade, her face still red. "But it kind of was," said Shizune, as even Tauntaun was laughing. "Keep laughing, pig. It's been a long time since I have any bacon," said Tsunade, as Tauntaun instantly went quiet. "Hey," said Naruto as he pushed his way out of the rubble. Tsunade was surprised. When he got up, there was barely even a scratch on him. "I was just trying to embarrass you to end the fight rather quickly because we wouldn't want to destroy the era around if we let things get out of control. You think you're that all high and mighty, brat, that you think you could keep up with me if I was truly going all out on you? Well, if I had truly went all out and lose myself, I think you would have died," said Naruto. "What? Just forget about it for now. But can we finally stop this nonsense? I mean, I wouldn't want the new Hokage to hate me. And who the hell tell you that I'm going to become the new Hokage? And you think I'm going to forgive you that easy for what you just did? Hey, come on. I'm just a kid. Are you going to stay mad at a kid forever?" "Of course I can," she said. "I understand," said Naruto, as his tone went a bit more serious. "What the hell are you talking about?" she said. "I want to know more about you. Why did you leave Konoha? Because I never seen the village before. I knew that Perv stayed at his spy network, so I thought that you had something like that as well. But I heard." As Naruto looked over at Jerry, who was still unconscious. "I heard that you lost your brother and your little brother. I'm sorry." "That was a long time ago," said Tsunade. "And your sorry doesn't really mean much." "Yeah, I know that. And I know that it's hard to face that village that has taken so much from you. Then can you understand why I will never go back there?" "No, that's the thing. You're just being a coward." "What?" she said, as she glared at him. "You know nothing." "Of course I do," said Naruto. "You know who I am. And I know that I was adopted by the fourth Hokage and his wife, Kushina Uzumaki. I would have loved to have a family like that. Well, I would have loved for Uncle to be a part of it as well." "Uncle?" said Tsunade. "Yeah, she was the one that took care of me. She means everything to me in this world. She's like a mother and a sister combined. And then there is Hinata. She's my best friend. She's been there with me ever since. She's been my best friend through everything. Yeah, I love the both of them the most," Naruto said. "And if anything was to happen to them, well, something already happened, and I end up lost in my mind. I almost destroyed the entire Earth, from what I know. Well, I wouldn't over exaggerate myself. Well, I did turn the sun red, and I heard that there was a lot of earthquakes. Tsunade blinked. You, you're responsible for that? How? She said. Well, that's a very long story, which I'm gonna have to explain to you, but just know, I was the one that caused all of that. And the reason was because of the invasion. These sound ninjas, they killed Hinata. So, she died. Yeah, said Naruto. A moment there I lost everything. Uncle was still there. She was still someone I love and care about as well. But it's hard to even lose one of your precious people. So do you understand how I feel, said Tsunade. After all, know that your friend is... She's back, said Naruto. What do you mean? Tsunade said, confused. I don't know how I did, but somehow I was able to bring her back to life. Tsunade blinked as she looked at him. Are you crazy or something? What are you babbling about? That is nonsense, Tsunade. She saw that Jiraiya was back up and he was serious. He's telling the truth. What? But how is that possible? Yet again, I have no idea, said Naruto, about the powers I actually possess. But I can't show you. He stepped forward. What are you doing? Just stay still, said Naruto. I'm not hurting you or anything. Trust me, okay? She didn't know why, but she nodded, as it felt like this boy was just going to show her something. Her body just accepted it. He touched her right in her hand, as a silver light just passed right through her. As her eyes became white, Tsunade-sama Shizune says she rushed over. What did you do? It's nothing bad, said Naruto. Oh, you're gonna want to see this too, he said, as he touched her before she could say anything. It happened to her as well. What did you do? Asked Jiraiya. Well, it's a similar technique to what my sister did. It seems like I have it as well. I'm sure in my memories exactly what happened that day. For them to see, after all, would you believe someone if they tell you that they are responsible for something like this? I suppose you're right, said Jiraiya. The place was quiet for at least a minute or two. Suddenly, Tsunade and Shizune snapped back. Tsunade was looking at Naruto with her eyes, looking quite, well, believable now. Shizune was showing the same thing. The both of them were rather shocked to what they just saw. Was that true? She asked. Yeah. It was a glimpse of my memory, said Naruto. So do you believe me now? Can you bring them back? She said. As she stepped towards Naruto. You bring your little friend back. Bring back Dan and Nawaki for me, she said. Please. I'll do anything, she asked. I'll even become your Hokage. Bring them back, please, she begged. As Naruto looked at her, his face became rather, well, sad. Because it was hard now to tell her that he can't do that. I'm sorry, but I can't. Why not? She said. I don't know how you're capable of these things, but you are. You literally bring her back from the dead. I saw you what you did. I'm still not fully believing that, but you did it. You spoke to the god of death. He was even scared of you. How? How can you not bring them back? He gave you back their souls. So just do it. I'll become the Hokage. I'll take back whatever I said. Just bring them back. I'm sorry, but I don't know how to, said Naruto, as he could see the tears in the corner of her eyes. And even if I knew how to, I don't think that I can do that again. What? She said. I don't know exactly what I did, but I remember everything clearly. The Shinigami told me that I was disrupting the balance. So imagine if I brought a soul back that died a long time ago. That would be even worse. It was just because Hinata recently died, and I somehow traded the other souls for her. So I don't really know if I can bring your family back. Tsunade turned. As he saw her hand raised, she wiped away the tears. He also noticed Shizune had a sad look on her face, as he wondered if she was related to any of them as well. I'm sorry, said Naruto. You and every goddamn other person, she said. As she started to walk away. Wait, said Naruto. What now? What do you want? You've proven to me that you can't bring them back. So why the hell would I ever go back to Konoha? As her cold demeanor returned. Dan and Nawaki. They both wanted to become Hokage, said Naruto. Yeah? And what of it, she asks. You are disrespecting their memories. Tsunade turned towards him with a hateful glare. Stop talking like you understand anything. You have your friend back. You have a good life now. Everything is back to normal. You know nothing what I'm going through. As a sad look came on Naruto's face. Is that what you think? I've spent most of my life not knowing that I was a Jinchuriki, and people hated me for no reasons. Being bullied, being attacked, to the point that uncle had to save me when I was younger, and the old man as well with his Anvu guards, almost getting killed by those people. But yet still I pushed through all of that, and I never thought for once to run away. This Dan and Nawaki, the both of them wanted to become Hokage. The both of them wanted to change the ninja system, the entire world, and bring to peace. But you had the literal chance to do that. Something that the both of them would jump towards to bring peace to this world. But right now you have the chance, but you're holding back. What do you think they would say? How do you think they would feel? You're getting the chance to become something they couldn't. But you're turning it down. You think that they're happy where they are. They must be watching you most of the time and they must feel guilty with themselves, knowing that because of their death, it turned you into what you are now. Someone who just wastes time going around drinking, not thinking about or caring about anything else. They must be sad to what you've become. Shut up, said Tsunade. Tell me if I'm wrong, said Naruto as he looked towards her. You are wrong, she said. You know nothing. And it doesn't matter what you say or what you do. I will never. Even if you two try to force me, it doesn't matter because I'll never become Hokage. Shizune, let's go, she said, as she started to walk off. Tsunade, wait, said Jiraiya. Jiraiya, just leave me the hell alone, she said. I'm never coming back to that place. As she started to walk off. Sorry, said Shizune, as she walked off as well. As Naruto sighed, and so did Jiraiya. It seems like everything went to hell. So what now? Well, it was our mission to bring her back within the month. We still have enough time. I don't think that we can convince her, said Naruto. Time skip. So you're Naruto's sister? Said Kiba, as he looked towards Rukia. The group was gathered, except for Sasuke who was still in the hospital. Even Sakura was there, as they heard the news about Naruto's sister being in Konoha. Well, they want to know who she was. Yes, I am, said Rukia as she looked towards Kiba. Wow, I must say you're cute. Well, thank you, she said. But you're a bit too young for me. What? How old are you? I'm 15, she said. Huh? You're just 2 years older than me, said Kiba. I'm 13. Yes, that's exactly what I meant. So where have you been this entire time? You're a rather lazy person, aren't you? Asked Rukia as she looked over towards Shikamaru who spoke. How did you know that, said Ino. Well, judging from his basic attitude I can tell. He seemed really lazy. Well, he is, said Ino. He's really one of the laziest person. Huh. I knew it, she said. So, are you gonna answer the question, asked Shikamaru. Well, that is classified at the moment. I can't tell any of you that. You just have to wait. Wait on what? Asked Shikamaru. Well, for Naruto to get back. Are you real Naruto's sister? Asked Sakura, as she looked at Rukia. Yes, and who are you? I'm his teammate. Name is Sakura Haruno. Yes, I've heard of you. The loud one, right? Wait, who told you that? As Rukia didn't say anything. Who told you that? Sakura asked. Well, you're already being loud, said Rukia. You need to calm down a bit, my dear. As Sakura blushed a bit in embarrassment. Meanwhile, it was currently night time. Days have passed and Tsunade has still declined any offer of going back to Konoha. Jiraiya was surprised as he came to her, and this time she didn't walk away or curse at him because the both of them were drinking. Things was going rather smoothly. She told him that Orochimaru came. He was just passing by and boasting that he killed their sensei. But Jiraiya felt like she was lying about something, but he just couldn't tell what exactly Orochimaru wanted from her right now. But at least he could talk to her for the moment. So that is what he did for the entire night. He didn't know why, but it felt like Tsunade was actually trying to, well, sweet talk him. And that was rather strange. Was his charms finally getting to her? but he just went with the flow and trying to convince her to return back to Konoha, as she was talking so fluent with him, and everything was going well. Timeskip, the next morning, Naruto was asleep in his room. Jiraiya didn't come home last night. He thought that Jiraiya went out to do something, so he didn't bother, he just went to sleep. After all, the man was drinking and, well, researching as much as he can while they were here. They had stayed in the hotel next to Tsunade's just so they could see her to try and convince her. Suddenly, Naruto heard a knock on the door. As he got up, he heard the knock got louder. His door was locked, so the person couldn't enter. Naruto-kun, he heard his voice. As he got out of bed, he opened the door to see that it was Shizune. Shizune, what's wrong? It's Tsunade-sama. She's going to do it. Do what? Where is Tsunade? Said a voice. As Jiraiya came inside, he looked rather, well, drugged up. Perfect Sage, what the hell happened to you? Said Naruto. It was Tsunade. I knew that she was acting a bit too nice for my taste. She drugged me. She what? Why would she do that? Shizune, what's going on? I'm afraid that what she saw in your memories, Naruto-kun, it pushed her to go with this option. What do you mean? Orochimaru made her an offer to revive her brother and Dan back to his world for her, heal in his arms. So that's what Sensei took from him, said Jiraiya. I guess when you showed us that, it took the wrong message that you were given. What do you mean, said Naruto? Well, it made her believe that, know that you had that girl Hinata back, that you were happy. So she's going to do it. She knocked me out and she headed off. Shizune, tell me where she is. Can you even walk, Perfect Sage? I'll be fine, he said. I'll give you something to ease the pain a bit. Just try to get your system flowing again. As he nodded, she rushed towards the next room and came back. As she gave him something to drink. He drank it, he felt a little bit better, but not that much. Alright, let's go, he said. I'll live, he said, looking at Naruto. And with that, they took off. Meanwhile, so you finally come. I hope you made the right conclusion to what you're about to do today. Yes, I made up my mind. But before I do this, we were teammates once. What are you trying to get at, Tsunade? Asked Orochimaru with a smile on his face. It's nothing like that, she said. I just want to know that there is no trickery behind this. That I have your word that you will bring them back. And there's no trick or false sense of hope behind this. You have my word. As we were teammates once, you were right. And believe me when I say, I'm not lying to you. Please believe me. As Kabuto was standing right beside his master, suddenly, Orochimaru felt something as he had to jump away when the earth underneath him ripped open as a giant earth hand extended and tried to grab him as he moved back. Kabuto jumped back as well, as Naruto, Jiraiya, and Shizune was on earth golems. The things made giant leap here, as the things landed in a boom when they hit the ground. So it didn't take too long for them to arrive. What are you guys doing here? Said Tsunade. The moment Orochimaru locked eyes with Naruto as Naruto turned to face him, his knees started to buckle. Memories started to flash through his mind about the horrifying beating that he got. Flashback. Kabuto was currently in Orochimaru's lab. He had no idea what happened to his master after the invasion. Suddenly, a white snake came into the lab. It surprised him. Was this his master? What resorted his master to this? The snake mouth started to unhinge and unclench, as it opened as wide as possible as his finger then stick out of it. For the next 10 hours, Orochimaru slowly ripped his body out of that snake mouth. A gruesome, disgusting sight, which are rather painful, and not to mention his arms were already sealed away. Orochimaru came out of it bleeding and battered, as he was on the ground looking like a beaten up paste. In the flashback, Orochimaru's hands and legs were shaking right now. Orochimaru-sama, what do we do? Asked Kabuto. Orochimaru then noticed the look that Naruto had. Something's different. That power that he had, it's all gone. I thought I killed you, said Naruto. Well, one such as me cannot be killed, said Orochimaru. But in the inside, he was feeling fear. Tsunade-sama, you can't go through with this. He's the enemy. You can't possibly believe in him. Tsunade, that was a bad move jogging me like that. Kabuto, Orochimaru said. Do it now. Kabuto rolled up Orochimaru's sleeve as he used blood and summoned a two-headed snake. Go after the kid. Kabuto, we're gonna take Tsunade. Use the blood. Once she's out, take her. She's the only one that can fix my arms. Orochimaru then dropped down low. As he uninched his jaw, suddenly snakes started to pour out of his mouth like a sea. The giant snake and the mini snakes rushed towards Naruto and Jiraiya. Shizune and Tsunade jumped away. The moment they did, Kabuto burst on the ground behind them. As Shizune spun around her Senmon art in her hand to launch at Kabuto, but Kabuto flashed his hand. Blood flashed on both of their faces. Shizune was not affected as she rushed forward, but Kabuto dodged her strike and tapped her right on the shoulder before flicking around her. As he tapped her on the other shoulder as he kicked her right in the back, knocking her away. He had no time to hold back, he had to go all out, because this was bad if that brat was here. Tsunade was near shaking. Kabuto grabbed her hand. Come on, you're coming with me. Meanwhile, the snakes were rushing towards him during way through hand sign, but he couldn't channel enough chakra to do his swamp jutsu to bury these snakes in the swamp. I got this, said Naruto as he raised his hand. As a magical seal appeared, suddenly a white substance leaked out of it. The thing touched the ground and then ignite. At least 20 giant white panthers were rushing toward the snake. The panthers were destructive, their body literally burned through the snake's flesh. Orochimaru saw that as he got more scared. The fear inside him to what he felt that day, being slapped across the world with so much force in his body, was cracked when flying through the sky. He didn't want to experience something like that ever again. As he saw that Kabuto was pulling along shaking and beating Tsunade, Naruto saw that as he rushed over. Seeing that Orochimaru then used the headhunter jutsu. After all, he didn't need hand signs, he went underground. As Naruto dashed forward, let go of her, he said. Kabuto ducked under the kick. He looked up to see Naruto bringing back down his leg. He smirked and raised his hand up as he was about to touch Naruto's tendons. But Naruto's leg became swelled with mana, till the power was literally oozing off it. Kabuto felt like that was going to be dangerous if it touched him. So, he moved away. Orochimaru burst out of the ground. As Naruto was still in mid-air, Tsunade's eyes went wide when she saw Orochimaru. If he ran Naruto through, he ran her through as well. But Orochimaru was willing to sacrifice Tsunade to kill this brat. He could find another way to get back his arms. This brat was too much of a threat, and he's still this young. Naruto can watch out, said the Kyuubi. But it was too late. For this goddamn time, he was unable to slow or stop time. Whatever he did, he didn't work this time. As you could hear metal sliding through flesh. Tsunade gasped in shock when she saw the tip of the blade right near her face, but it was stopped by Naruto gripping onto the blade that was currently coming out of him. Naruto-kun, you okay? The Kyuubi asked. Yeah, I'm fine, said Naruto. Don't worry about me. Yamato, you in place? Naruto asked. Yeah, said Yamato. This is a really stupid move, kid. What the hell were you thinking? Could have gotten killed. I don't know what happened to my body, but this barely even hurt, said Naruto. Even though there's a goddamn blade sticking out of me. What, said the Kyuubi. What is going on? She said. You're just waking up, said Naruto, but me and Yamato came up with a plan when I just arrived here. I know we're gonna do that plan. He's right in my clutches. Naruto smiled towards Tsunade as the blood dripped on her. She looked into his eyes. As he was just looking back at her with a determined look. What the hell was wrong with this brat? He had a sword sticking out of him. I told you. Stop being a coward. Come on. You're one of the strongest medical ninjas. One of the best, right? How can you be afraid of a little blood? Orochimaru saw that the kid was not dying, but the poison should be working soon enough. Huh? What is this? Said the Kyuubi. What's wrong? Said Naruto. I was trying to flush out the poison, but suddenly, the moment it entered your body, it just incinerated. Guess it come with the perks of being a celestial. Orochimaru saw that the kid was not dropping as he moved back, pulling his sword with him that came out of Naruto. But the moment he did so, Naruto fired off a beam of electricity in front of him. A mirror then appeared as the beam of electricity hit the mirror and hit another mirror above Orochimaru. Orochimaru tried to turn his head fast enough, but he was too slow as the beam hit right into Yamato, but it reflected right to what was in front of him, and that was Orochimaru. It tore right through Orochimaru, that zap, making him wince in pain. He took his eyes off Naruto for 1 second. That was the wrong thing to do. Orochimaru felt his heart jump a step. He was dead. As Naruto was in front of him with a ball, the thing was enormous. The thing was red. It looked like a Rasengan, but it was large, and it was going to slam right into him. He couldn't move fast enough. He couldn't evade this. And this thing was going to wipe him from the face of the earth. Orochimaru saw his death right here by the hands of this boy, who wasn't bleeding or wasn't wounded anymore. He could only watch in disbelief. Even Tsunade was shocked just when did Naruto move. It was then that she saw his eyes. What was that, Sage Mode? But guys, be in subscribe right here for the next part of this or know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn bell notifications to stay posted. And yeah, I'm out for now. See you guys soon. Peace.